than 100,000. Certainly much more than that. For the moment, we are quite crowded with inquiries. Yes?
What is the value of your monthly phone bill?
The value of monthly phone bill. Well, normally it's internet stuff, but it should be 8,000 euros. More or less. Huh?
Not so much.
Well, keep for yourself. Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Spiros and I'm from Greece. On a daily basis, working and communicating with people who are trying to promote the EDCC.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's part of your duties or the methods that we are using to inform citizens who are coming in contact with you about the edicts. And personally, I have to say that I never received a call or someone visiting us saying that I've been informed about your role by calling EDCC.
Well, normally if we get a question that we can answer, we're going to answer. We do refer people to the edicts every once in a while when they have requests for publications that we cannot fulfill. So publications that are no longer available, we're going to try every once in a while to send them to you because maybe you have them on stock. When we get requests for posters, which we cannot order ourselves, we send them to you. And if they just say, well, I want to meet somebody face-to-face, which they cannot do with us, we will always going to send them to you. So those are the instances in which we normally advise people to visit an edict.
And the data that the contact center uses is the data that you put in the intranet. So they must be correct. Because now with the new generation, some had old data, other addresses, different phone numbers.
Exactly. So if you want your data on the website, your contact details to be correct, you have to update them on the intranet. I mean, we have gotten some requests from you to that effect, and normally you're going to get the same reply. Please update your data on the intranet. And if ever you send a request to us, please make sure that you identify yourselves as an edict so that we know to treat the case accordingly. So just say, we are an edict, we have gotten this question from a citizen, and then we're going to know that it comes from you and your colleague, so you're going to get the appropriate answer. Okay? Thank you.
Last time you told us that you're going to pay back citizens if they get charged for a phone call, and you were going to update us on that. Do you have news on that?
Yes, we will put in place soon because in Digicom we are not in charge of the website. Just the contact center is enough. And quite already lots of work. Then they will do normally an update of the website, and soon there will be the possibility for the citizen to introduce, at least the first time, to have a refund from our side. The first time, because we don't want to play the game with the persons calling us every time. As you can see, we have lots of ways to contact us, to chat, SMS, the schedule callback, and so on. Then, if one time they see, I've paid for that, if you don't, we reimburse one time, not more. That will be in place soon. Yes?
Do you think that this number, 97,000
Yes.
calls,
It's not calls, that's chats, emails.
inquiries, etc.
Yeah.
Is it enough? It's 500 million, the citizens of Europe.
No, but I will say for the citizen, because we have visited also identical contact center for administrations. The citizens, first, for the local problem, they contact the local administrations, the communes, to have help for photovoltaics or help to pay the bill for the electricity and so on. After that, they call the regions or to have the information, because the regions is funding also some information and giving some information. After that, they call the contact center for the federal administrations of the country, on the level of the country, because they have some problem with the country level. In fact, for Europe, lots of laws are done, but they are applied by the countries. Then, Europe doesn't give funds directly to the people. doesn't give information to have a new passport or new things, then it's just general informations. We just provide that. And for the majority of the people, they contact administrations for practical informations involving their daily life. If there is a new regulations, it's transformed in law in the member states. After that, the member states take care of that. But Europe generally decides, it applies several years after, and everybody has forgotten that Europe has done that. To be honest with the citizen, it's for that we receive so few inquiries, just for information or just statements. But well, also for yourself, take your example for yourself. When you have a problem, you contact from your administration and worry Europe.
I'm asking you because I am the responsible of the communication service of the Greek television and radio in Greece.
Yes.
And we have each year 60,000 calls and inquiries. Only for one Greek state and television, one of thousands.
Yeah, but television.
That number, it's very minimal.
Yes, that's for sure. But well, the communications, it's also reduced. When you have the televisions, lots of people are looking at you all the time. EDCC is not so visible. And the promotion
should be.
is not inside my contract. It
It's
should
not
be,
your
yes.
case, but it should be.
Yeah, that we are depending of the promotions. To give you a concrete example, during the Iceland
The
volcano.
responsible is Katerina Sokoli. Katerina Sokoli should say at the commission that.
Yeah. Could you say that louder?
Okay, no.
No, but just an example why we receive lots of questions when it's well advertised. Just an example with the Iceland volcanoes. Only 2 televisions show a number during the news, 8 o'clock or 7:30. That was in Belgium and in France. The day after, we received so many phone calls in French. That was all the people talking French was on phone just answering. And from the other country, quiet. That's just a question of promotions. Because there is a need from the people and it's advertised. But you need the interest of the people. That was interesting for a lot of people. If the commission say, yes, that will we do these regulations that will be put in place in 2 years, the people will complain in 2 years, not now, when it's announced. Because there is no need. Light bubbles? Bulbs. Light bulbs, by example, that was regulations before, regulations? Or directive? Regulation. Yeah. That was the regulations, and that was put in place several years later. They just complain when they just come in place. And some citizens from Europe, not when it's announced. Then you need the adequations between the needs for the citizen to ask questions and also the advertising. Generally, you advertise when you say, yes, we do that and that will be better in the future. And when it's put in place, it's not advertised in every country because it takes different time for the different country. It's not easy.
It's a problem of commission. You advertise exactly your...
And the delay between the two. That's clear. If the federal government decide one thing and the day after it's put in place, you have all the remarks. Here, it's not the case. That's Europe. To be completely honest. Yes.
So that the centers understand how you can work with the centers. They can either advertise you,
Yeah.
of course, or when they have to answer a question, they send you an email as EDIC of Athens.
There is in fact there is a web form already in place for the EDIC specifically like this. We know it's coming from an EDIC, and you can submit directly the questions.
I don't know.
Can you show the? You have the PowerPoint with a form.
The
Wait,
address of the...
the form is online. It's a very easy one.
Okay, because
I can just show you now.
Because I don't think that all the edits know about this form.
Yes.
Why it's important that you let us know the question comes from an edict and not from a citizen as such. Because every once in a while we might need to transfer that inquiry to another service. I'm not speaking about a back office in the Commission. I'm speaking in particular about the Your Europe Advice Service. And in order to do that, we need certain data concerning the citizen, the name, contact details, details about their employment status, because they want to get unemployment from one member state to another, because they want to get child care, child benefits, family benefits from one member state to another. That is sensitive data. If we get such an inquiry from a regular citizen, we are unable to answer, we can forward it directly to the Your Europe Advice Service, which is a legal advice service for citizens. And we can do that because the citizen has been warned his data might be transferred to another service when they filled in one of our contact forms. When a citizen comes to you, gives you all of that information, and you forward it to us, we cannot by any means imply the consent of the citizen for that data to be transferred to a third party. That is why we will never forward that inquiry coming from you to the Your Europe Advice Service. We're going to let you know that the citizen might be interested in contacting them directly because we cannot transfer that data. So just let us know. When an inquiry comes from you, we're going to treat it just a little bit differently. Thank you.